Welcome to Super GG Radio's Beta Breakdown, where we break down those betas we talk about every week on the Super GG Radio podcast. Today we have Not for Broadcast. I really enjoyed this. I want to show it off a little bit more. I am your host, Alex Serona, and with me, I got Eric Getty Gettinger and Joel DeWitt. Getty, what's up? How you doing?
I don't know what I signed up for, so I'm ready.
You asked for nudity, I'm giving you nudity. Joel, how you doing?
This is that HR video simulator Hartwood was talking about, right?
It's already been made. It's already been made. This is not for broadcast. It is a FMV movie, full motion video game. And in this case, you are the producer, switching between cameras, censoring, making sure the satellites have the correct signal for the feed, and you are picking the camera angles. You're putting in the commercials. You're doing it all. And the videos they have produced are hilarious, guys.
You know, in spite of this music, it's very macabre. Macabre?
I think you had it right the first time.
Yeah. So that's the thing, is that it's kind of wrapped in this, like you're a television producer for the news, but there's always this this kind of sinister backdrop where the government's kind of taking too much power, or somebody is using hidden messages, and you're just focusing on the shots and the angles and all the hilarity going on, but in the background there's always this there's angles and different, the government's just passed a new memorandum, and you don't even pay attention to it on the news, but you'll see. And also they have between each section text, like a text adventure that goes along with the story. But the real shine is the FMB, and I kind of want to show you guys it today. You guys ready?
Let's do it.
I guess so.
Okay, I kind of want you guys to see it. It's hard to talk and do it on the fly, so if you guys have advice for me, feel free to shout it out, and I'll try to talk throughout, but let's see what we got here, okay?
Oh no, we'll talk, because I'm sure it's going to be difficult to focus on it and talk at the same time.
Of
Good
course.
thing I like to hear my own voice, so...
Okay, so with that, I'm going to click continue. I have queued up a section that is one of my favorites, and I kind of want to show it off. So I'm going to click continue here. Let's go. As you can see, you are a puppet for the news.
Oh, there we go.
Not different from real life, so...
There are no strings on me.
That's good in multiple ways.
No, it's not. He's not Ultron. If he was Ultron, it would be Baller.
Good evening, Alex.
The Tempest.
Okay.
That's
So
ominous.
this is your UI.
Powering up and getting
We gotta
the
answer the
networks
phone.
loaded. I thought I should
Do you
just
have
tell you
to?
that we've had one of those public
Bozeman.
information films from the government, and it's
My
mandatory
boss.
that you play it. You still have a free choice for the other two, so read those tape labels carefully, but make sure you play the advance advert, preferably at the second break. Right, that's the lot. The great
Sports
show.
ball final.
Actors.
God, that was
Is it bad that I was kind of hoping they were using the same actors for every level?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's...
It would really
power.
up that sort of low budget kind of feel to it.
Okay. See, this one I didn't even get the news.
This seems like it's different.
Yeah, this seems different. The Joy of Screws. I like that. Let's see what's going on.
Alright.
Oh, how's it going with Steve?
Okay, so I'm ready.
Apparently he has a complicated
We have our two screens at the top. The right is live. The middle is what is going to be live with a delay.
I don't know why I talked to you.
And I forget, part of the gameplay here is pointing which camera goes where.
Yep,
As
that's
you're
your
playing
feeds
this.
here. Sensor bar, the signal on the right-hand side.
Alright, you're live.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
And I'm Megan Wolf.
And you can
Our
kind of
main
switch the
stories
audio so you
tonight.
can hear both, but it throws you off.
Oh, you didn't throw it to Miss Wolf
Yeah.
on
In
time.
an
I know, I
exclusive
realize
live
that now.
interview with Prime
I'm gonna go
Ministers
this
Julia
picture
Salisbury and
because you have to
Peter
pick
Clement.
the picture
I'll be
you want to
asking
show
what
to
this
the
mysterious
screen
symbol
next.
might mean.
Critics have been quick
Oh, there you
to
go. I did
dismiss
it.
graffiti as a publicity stunt.
That's just it, though. The thing I remember from the beta is that these clips are genuinely funny and interesting. So it's almost hard to pay attention and know when to choose the right ones because you get distracted by the dialogue and what's happening.
Well, the idea is that you're picking almost like propaganda, whether you want it to be hopeful or if you want it to be negative. Here, Operation Survive or Operation Escape.
The team to dry land.
While both options
So I
are
picked
still on the
hopeful.
table. Support seems to be growing for a
And then,
daring
yes, you want to
attempt.
pan it to
If a
whoever's
group of
talking,
wellness experts
and you
can't
also
fix the most
want to be.
advanced craft ever
You don't want to
conceived
sit
by
on
man,
a shot
then
for
who
more than they
can?
say 10 seconds.
Laboff avoided. As the
What's
last
the
Mr.
wavelength
Snugglehog
on the
is
right
found
side
and
there?
destroyed, we
That's the
ask,
signal.
How could we have been so blind?
Isn't there like
The
jamming
station
that could happen
wisely
to it at
chose
certain
not to
points?
advertise Mr.
Yeah, you have to
Snugglehog's,
shift
and
that to make sure.
subsequent disappointing
Sometimes there'll be like
sales turned out to
storms
be
or
a
something like
miracle,
that, so
as
you have to
only
like
7 children
shift the
were
signal
horribly
around with this
injured by the
joystick.
lethal toy.
And I
How much
remember
worse
the
could it have
sensor
been?
button.
Thankfully,
That was my
we'll never know.
my
I was
favorite
gonna say,
part.
What happens if you indiscriminately use the censor button?
Ratings go down.
You start to get weird. Like they start to drop viewers. Viewers are at the top, and then the arrows on the right of that show if it's higher or lower. It'll start going
Table
red.
for two. Johnny Hansleys
Okay.
and Tiffany Lamore were spotted having a private moment out at lunch today.
Do we want to say that there's test results or that there's an engagement?
Test results.
Choices? Test results.
And this image is sure to place them firmly back in the tabloids.
Johnny's secret.
Oh my gosh.
I like the
So
big
serious.
text that just says
I
test
think it's safe to
results.
say
I
that
like the
Is this
little
one
emblem on the
celebrated
right,
role
like
model
it's some sort of
about to become
formal
the
letter.
bad boy of sport?
Yeah.
And onwards.
Okay,
and
back to her.
upwards. In an attempt to put the Mr. Snugglehug's disaster behind them, Remington's
Mr.
Fist
Snugglehugs.
CEO, Sophia Remington,
Yeah, I had the
then
option
announced a
earlier
brand
to
new
show an
product
ad for
that
it,
already
and
has the
because it was
markets
unsafe,
buzzing
I chose
with
not to.
interest.
This groundbreaking product.
So
came
you,
as quite a
okay,
shock
so
when it
here,
was revealed earlier
Flard
today.
Master 5000 is the first male contraceptive pill.
The young
First male
CEO
contraceptive pill.
to
Okay.
fulfill her promises.
Described as a breakthrough far ahead of its time, the male contraceptive pill is heralding a sexual revolution.
Nice.
So there is like
Its fans are
there is some
celebrating the
pressure
fact
to
that men
some of
can
these.
Finally take equal responsibility for contraception.
So
But others
like,
have expressed concern
can it
over its
affect
safety
viewership if you
and
go
side
too
effects.
negative all the time or
That
too positive
exclusive
all the
Prime
time?
Ministerial interview coming up later.
And our very own Patrick Bannon live at the first annual sports
No, I don't
World
think it
final.
can.
You won't want to miss a second.
Okay, so it's
tonight.
really just how you want to personally flavor the news or the report.
Yeah, exactly. Uh oh, here's the signal now. Here's my joystick. Move it this way. This way.
That's right. You have to move
storm.
the wavelength.
The storm is looking bad out there.
Let's move it down some to make me uncomfortable. Okay, it's getting higher.
Could you switch the feed to them in the background, just talking?
No,
Okay.
can't. Okay, there we go. Good.
But first tonight, while Advance is certainly proving popular with the majority of the country, who've seen their wealth and standards of living increase considerably, for some, the transition has not been as pleasant.
That's right, Megan.
There we
The
go.
formerly aristocratic
I'm in the
members
groove
of our
now. It took me a
society
second to
have
get
had
back to
make
it.
Major adjustments to come to
You look,
terms
they're
with
like
the
miking up
regime.
over there.
Robin Short is in suburbia.
You can definitely be like,
investigating
whoops.
that these previously privileged
And you see it on the right-hand
people
side
may be
what's
planning
live.
Some kind of protest. Robin,
Thanks, Megan. I'm here in moderate Hatchings to talk to Wentworth and Penelope Somerset Bentley.
And the time at the top is just how much is left in the level.
No, it's how much is left until next commercial break.
Oh, okay.
Tell me,
Alright.
how are you settling into your new lives?
Well, quite frankly, Robin, we're not settling in at all. Our neighbours are whitewatters.
Simply
Yeah.
untenable. I hope you'll forgive my language, but it's as steaming as a
Got it,
Wednesday
okay.
hatch basket with too much spatting.
Steady now, Penelope. Sorry, Robin, my sister's under a lot
Censored
of
it.
pressure. She had to dress herself this morning and she still hasn't quite recovered, Robin.
Sensors on spacebar, or you can do it with the button.
My goodness,
Okay.
that must have been quite a shock.
And if you want, you can kind of hear.
You missed that fuddle do.
Well, at least you've
I caught the end. I missed. They
Big
caught the end of the
house.
swear. Yes.
Big house.
So you'll hear
This
now
little gutter
the double
structure
audio.
that's one staircase.
Yeah.
Breakfast room and,
And the idea is you can hear when it shows up there. It kind of bugs me.
Oh, so there's like a second or two delay, just like there are for normal.
Yes,
Sporting
that's
events
kind of
and stuff.
where you're
Makes
at.
it realistic.
And that these redistributions are
So I know the sensor bar
fair
is
and just.
tied to the space bar. Are there any other buttons that are hotkeys to your keyboard, or is everything else just mouse?
But
The angle,
realistically,
camera
what
angles
can you do?
are 1, 2, 3, and 4
Well,
keys.
you asked the right bloody
Okay.
question, Robin.
Alright, let's get this
Thank you,
signal.
Wentworth. I wasn't the youngest ever editor of the
Okay,
Swinstead
and you'll start to see
Inquirer
static
for
on
no
the
reason.
screen. Oh god, I gotta move it down. There we go.
But
There
there
we go.
was Swinstead.
Okay.
Dear George.
Now you gotta move it up quick.
Yep.
it up, move it
Move
up,
it, move it, move it.
Got it. I got it. I got it. Nailing it.
Keep it green.
Oh, and I
Now
gotta
they're gonna
set it-
swear.
Got it.
You know, that's probably my last
So this is
time
very
you're
much like a
Robin.
juggling simulator.
Tragic. But what can you do?
We will
Nailed it.
rise and rebel.
Yes.
We wage war
Wise
on
and
our faulty
rebel.
rulers with righteous words and rebellious writings. Our best guess in our quest for redress is to divest our breasts in an undress purchase protest.
Oh God! Oh God!
So this is what you wanted us to see?
No, this is not it.
Oh God, you're losing viewership.
I know.
Tilly's our mummy.
You know, Twitter told me that it's National Breast Day today.
Well,
Show
fantastic.
some shame.
Uh-oh. I gotta go to the other camera. Uh-oh. They want to see it? What am I missing? Oh, the signal.
Oh.
Got it.
Oh man.
Man, you're
Now,
it's not
now
looking
you're
good.
just, yeah, you're down
got
to
it.
local news now.
And forgive me,
I got it, I got it, I got it.
We're up to public access television.
Got it.
Penelope, we are nude, not rude.
Got it.
Daddy.
We want
I'm
the
getting it
world
back.
to realise we won't roll over and run away. We will revolt. We will rise again.
Yes, we bloody will.
I'll get it back.
Spaff and piff pop.
Oh God!
Oh my God.
Censored.
Well, Jeremy, Megan, as this embryonic protest movement takes
Just happened?
He shot him
right here
in the buttocks.
Where?
I'm Robin
In the
Short,
butt?
struggling surreptitiously in moderate hatchings.
Thanks, Robin. Well, that's certainly a story we want to be keeping an eye on, eh, Megan?
Speak for yourself.
Well, that was a
there,
cheeky
Jeremy,
conversation.
But I've seen enough sharp work to last me a lifetime.
I'm sure you have. But can a naked protest movement ever really catch on? It doesn't seem like the way we do things in this country.
But as I'm sure you're aware, Jeremy, this country is becoming a very different place.
Yes, but seriously, who's going to run around naked in our weather?
Well, hopefully not you, Jeremy.
That male anchor really bothers me.
Dang.
Canvas for the slogans.
When we come back, our very own Patrick Bannon will be live from the sports
I wanna
Board
get back in
finals.
green.
Stick around, you won't want to miss it.
We'll be back after these messages.
Yes, it's
I threw it.
commercial time.
Oh, sorry, I'm busting.
Okay, the one on the right-hand side, this A button, was the one that sends it to the commercial.
Funny.
Okay.
Yes, I know. I think it's very endearing.
And you
Yeah.
can kind of go back and
What's
forth.
your job?
Okay, so is that what you wanted us to see? This guy?
No. To the commercial. I got an E. That's awful. I've been getting B's this whole time.
Mm-hmm. Well, E's definitely get degrees, if I remember correctly.
I don't think that's how that works, Kitty.
No?
No. Okay, so we have, let's see here.
So what caused this big old prostate in your bum? Well,
It's got a countdown on the top left that's making me uncomfortable.
Because you can go back and replay that segment if you want to.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that what that
I
was?
was like, is it gonna cut me?
No, it's not going to cut you. You just lose the opportunity to do it.
Oh, that's
I
fine.
always say welcome back.
I think we should just keep it as it is.
Well, of course you do. I've got one.
I like this, they're
Jeremy.
arguing.
What's that supposed to
Jeremy
be?
looks like a middle schooler put into an oversized suit.
Yeah, that's my problem with
tripping
him.
and they're not
He
fixed
looks
it.
completely
We'll see, it's
unprofessional.
fine. It's good for the ratings.
5, 4,
Rectums.
Okay.
Check him.
And we're back.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. I'm Megan. Coming
look
up
on his
later, we'll
face.
be speaking to the Prime Ministers about their exciting new healthcare facilities, transition centres.
Nice to see they care.
You're absolutely right, Jeremy. But first, we're going now to our own Patrick Bannon, who's reporting live from the finals of the new game that's gripping the nation, Sports Board.
Let's talk about some sports ball, guys.
That's right, Megan. You join me live here from the final of the first annual Sports Board Championship. It's been a hotly contested competition so far. I think it's fair to say these two have been
All right, I like it.
Yeah.
There you go. Just signed it with his mouth.
Striker, she's the more experienced of our two players today. Striker has got an accuracy of 7, a danger
the
rating of K.
tracksuits.
A danger rating of K.
This is all real good.
Randy Hamster. And facing her
There's a danger rating of K.
himself with a career record of 12 outs, 14 finishes, and a divorce pending. It's Mr.
A divorce
Wingspan
pending.
himself, Tommy, the fingernail Harris.
We just saw an ad
Oh,
with
it's
that
the,
guy.
yeah.
That's the guy we just saw the ad for. Okay, let's get the viewership. Oh, smacking each other around. Let's go.
Does that sign say you but poorer?
First to start as she
Yeah.
won the trivia round earlier on by some margin.
What
Harris,
is
perhaps
Sports
the
Board?
Brawn and not the brains. Stupid. Eddie Striker.
There you go.
Yeah, it's hard. This is just captivating. It's
That's what I'm saying.
What is going on here?
On to Mr. Harris now. Tommy. Using his arm to pick up the ball.
Using his arm to pick up the ball. That's how you do it.
Not a bad shot there from
Not a bad shot.
Harris. Back to striker.
I think if we had a better
here we go.
switchboard person, we
She's
did.
throwing it under her legs. Not bad if you ask me.
So what's the purpose of sports board?
Bit of business with the ref, but it got sorted out.
There's a bin in the middle. I assume you have to toss it in the bin.
Back to Harris now. A ball in the
Yeah, but
hands
they're
of
making it
the-
really difficult.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, is he over the line? Oh,
What do I
man.
know?
Foul play.
Oh no, and Harris is not going to be.
He's not happy. It went in.
So he's not supposed to get it in?
We can only hope that round 2 treats him a bit better.
Oh, man.
He's arguing with the ref.
Of course, after the argument with the ref section, it's time to change ends.
What are we doing?
Now we have the ceremonial changing of the ends.
I love the flag waving in the background.
Yeah.
Just indiscriminate flag waving.
Striker giving it
Okay, they're back at the same spots that they were before. Changing at the ends meant nothing.
Round 2 now with Harris. Okay, we seem to have some sort of streaker on the pitch.
No.
That's a
where do I
streaker.
gotta go?
That's a streaker.
No. I gotta keep it off the camera. I gotta keep it off camera. Nope. Keep it off camera. I gotta keep it off camera. That's the thing about this one. No.
You didn't catch that.
They're trying to carry on play, but it's moving really difficult, and I'm struggling to follow. Because it's quite nice, and women's body. Yeah. All right, great. Okay,
There we
so
go.
back into round 2 now, and Harris absolutely determined to close that massive gap.
She threw it at the ground and they closed the massive gap.
So the thunder in the background, that's like a sign that the wavelength might change soon. Is that
Alex, can you take a
Yes.
look out the window?
I could, but I gotta pay attention to sports. What?
We haven't seen that since the hit. What a brilliant move.
Do you
What a brilliant
have to pay attention to sports board? There we go.
Okay.
And we know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. That is, of
hold
course, the ground sound.
What?
The ground sound.
This is outlandish.
Excellent bit of play here on both sides of the bucket. I don't know about you at home, but I'm finding the technical mastery in this play here absolutely blooming George
Tactical mastery in this play here.
Okay,
Referee
Devs,
spotted
we
something
need
in,
an elaboration,
Harris's neck or
an
head.
extension of this sport.
And Harris is having an absolute shocker. What a miserable start.
Harris, no,
for Tommy
Harris.
But he is a late bloomer, of course. I've always said that. And after all, it is a game of 2 halves. 4 rounds and
Game of 2
several
halves.
subgenres. But now, of course, it's time for
Whoa.
the half-time show.
Halftime show.
Sponsored by Remington's Fist.
Sponsored by Remington's Fist?
Must be some music here to start the half-time show. Okay, another posh protest to loose on the court.
Okay.
Oh.
Whoa, that
Keep
was
it
a
off the
close
camera,
one.
keep it off the camera, keep it off the camera.
Is running around here with his genitals on display for all to see. And ruining what was shaping up to be quite the dancer, to be fair.
Okay, keep it on
now
1.
he's thrusting himself
4,
in,
1.
in Harris's
There we go,
face.
there we go.
Keep
Keep it off camera. 4, 2. Got 2.
I cannot stand it when the bucket gets knocked over.
Dang.
Hopefully he'll get taken out
Good.
now.
Genitals flying
One.
everywhere.
Really
Jeez.
not Sunday morning television.
Okay, 3.
And out of there,
2.
hopefully taken away, never to be seen again.
He looks like he's having more fun than she is.
The ref was measuring him with a flag.
And a lovely finish there on both sides of the bucket. I wouldn't like to call that one. And as we head into round
You have to
3,
call
I'd
it.
love to know what's going on in these 2 players' heads. But unfortunately, because of science, we can't.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Alright, who'd it go?
So our pool boys give me the eye all day. I don't know what's going on there. Striker there, not a great start. She looks a bit flustered, I think, after all that swinging around.
All that swinging around.
Back to Harris here.
Okay, go to
Well, I
Harris.
wouldn't give to be that ball. I'm all right, ladies.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Tommy Harris. And it dribbled down his arm, which is actually a really good move, because of course if it dribbles down his arm and goes on the floor, it's not going in the bucket. Back to striker.
Guys, we should play sports ball.
And striker's gone
Whoa.
with animal bonus.
Animal
there,
bonus.
Of course, perhaps.
Only if we play it
Oh.
in a grade school cafeteria.
Wonderful play. Of course we've seen that before. Look at her
Wait,
play.
okay,
She's
so
absolutely
she did an
on
animal
the
bonus,
mark.
but he countered with a tiny bell.
Uh-huh.
I have so many questions.
Harris, of course, undefeated by Kestrel in his last 4 battles. Here we go. Tommy Harris. That's all right. Not bad there. He threw it quite far away from him, which is quite a good idea. Very clever there.
Ball boy.
Perhaps a little contact. Caution from the referee, who's being, if you ask me, a little bit harsh.
That's been harsh.
And she's let the nerves get to her. What the hell was that? You hate
Went
to
in.
see it, don't you? You cannot believe it.
Hate to see it.
For God's sake. Okay, like.
Okay, two. Okay. One.
Sort of breasts and genitals for all to see.
Breasts and genitals. Oh.
I mean, there's only so much you can do. They're sort of everywhere.
4. 3.
I'll try and carry on. The players are.
Now you just have to assume they want this to happen.
Yeah.
The refs are talking. That's fine.
Get them taken off soon. If we can carry on with the match.
Censored. Okay.
Yes.
We want our money.
Yes, very good. Take them away.
Are those the same people from the earlier part of the broadcast?
I'm not sure. 3. There it goes. Okay, 2. Okay, we're good.
Jog on.
Man,
Getty,
if this were a football match, those people would have been like arrested.
Okay, and now we're going to go into the final round. And of course, as it's a Tuesday, the
Instead, they
final
just
round
keep
is the
showing
live
up.
round. Who could believe it?
Final round.
Nice imaginary shot there from Alex. High level play here from 2 absolute juggernaut of the sport.
It's an imaginary ball round.
From a pillow.
The bucket getting moved back to its proper place. About time.
It's funny enough, the ball boys went for it and grabbed it.
Wait, it's gonna go in the bucket, isn't it?
She's juggling it around from her hands. Interesting.
Okay, yes.
And she's put it in her mouth like as if it was an egg. And now she's and she spat it out. She did the egg spit. So a wonderful move there, quite late on. From
Ball boys gotta get it. Ball boys gotta get the imaginary ball.
To win it, on it like a cardboard. Tommy Harris here, having a bit of beef. And he's peeling it as if it were a banana, which is an interesting move. Not sure if he hasn't had his potassium or what's going on today with Harris. And he's throwing it. And the banana was the ball! What a
Oh, man. It went in.
Oh, God.
There we go, Jeremy. That is over.
He choked.
That's it.
What a lump. We just have to wait for the referee now to announce it to make sure it is
In shambles.
in, please.
And the winner of the first annual Sports Board Championship is everyone!
Everybody!
Well, that was terrible.
Including me as my 15th win in the Sports Board Championship. I'm going to be celebrating tonight with my wife and children. Another wonderful victory for me.
A wonderful victory for me.
Collect their medals. There.
Uh-oh.
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 And thanks again for watching.
Oh, something sinister is at play here.
Yeah.
Looking forward to celebrating tonight.
Yeah, we're being watched by Big Sports Board.
Back to you in the studio.
Patrick Ballander had an extraordinary final.
Historic sports board, Jeremy.
I didn't know you were a fan.
Oh, yeah, I can wrench a doubler with the best of them, I'll have you know.
I certainly wouldn't bet against you.
When we come back, I'll be talking live with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, who apparently have a big announcement you wouldn't want to miss.
That's coming up after these messages.
1 minute back.
Sent
Fucking
to
microphone
commercial.
struck me.
What?
Fucking microphone just struck me. Where's that sound guy?
Let's hear the
final years.
This is the ad.
Being trapped in your own
This is
body
the
as
government
it
ad.
slowly wastes away, or losing your grip on reality. Well, it doesn't have to be that way. Now you can take back control of your swan song at one of the health service's new transition centres.
Okay, so the transition center.
Come and stay for a week. Enjoy gourmet
Yeah,
food,
so they say that real
world-class
producers they actually
kitchens,
have
or
both
connect your
audios
thoughts
up
to
going, so you
gardens.
can hear the swaps
And when
between,
it's
you know.
time, at the end of your stay,
So it's like, oh yeah, you should be able to do both. I'm like,
painlessly,
that kind of it
surrounded
messes
by
with me.
those you love,
It's like
in
recording a
comfort,
podcast and having a monitor on so you can hear
all deserve at the end of a
your own
life well
voice.
lived.
Yeah, or musicians do that sometimes too. They'll have a speaker back to them so they can hear themselves.
And our aftercare team
So
will
in
help
this
you
case now,
avoid
the game has now
screen
thrown
breakages.
a new wrench
Ensure
where
your
certain
final
camera
wishes
feeds
are
or
carried out
buttons
efficiently
will now have
and
shocks
compassionately.
that will hurt me.
Absolutely.
Oh, good.
free.
Do you have a life bar, or is it just like...
Your head service.
Nope.
Your team.
So if you get shocked, you die?
And we're throwing it to Megan.
Welcome back.
So
I
how
am
likely is
delighted
it that we
to
see
be
the
joined by
nudists in
Prime
this segment too?
the National Nightly
It
Newspaper's
kind of go. They don't stick to it for the most part.
We don't believe much in
Oops. Oh,
advanced.
I got shocked.
We're delighted to be
Oh, so it probably affects the
Firstly, I should ask
viewership
how
more
you
than
feel about
anything,
the
I'm guessing.
graffiti that's been springing up
No, it
across
just
the
means I
capital.
can't get shocked more than once.
No, you definitely
Oh,
shouldn't.
okay.
Otherwise,
Well, not unless you've
In a
got
row, in a
fatal
row.
paint allergy anyway. But yes, it does seem that there are still some people we haven't been able to help. You know, whingers mostly. People who have yet to benefit from the many advantages of the new future. And you know, Megan,
Last time he got elected and he was very drunk and swearing at the press conference, and they had to censor him quite a bit. Like, no.
How to be. We're working hard to reach these people, find out what they're angry about and how we can help. The door to my government is always open.
There we go.
So much dripping on me. But we didn't come here to talk about what may yet turn out to be some alternative arts project. Which we no doubt will have funded. When we want to talk to the nation about something far more exciting.
Yes, your
Reaction?
office briefed us that you have an announcement to make, but
Oh,
they were
can't
being
go back to that one.
surprisingly secretive about it.
Let me ask you a question, Megan.
Oh, okay, it's not usually how it works, but...
What scares you? I mean, really scares
yeah, what really scares you?
It's death, Pet. She's talking about death.
Oh.
We're all afraid of our deaths. It's part of being human.
Sorry, are you saying that Advance have cured death?
Oh.
But while we may not have cured death, we hope we found a way to make it much less scary. And much less painful and much less expensive. Look, which is me close-up camera,
Oh,
Pet?
sorry, it's camera 4.
There we go. Camera.
When I was 13, my mum came and got me from school. He was to go to the hospital. My granddad, he collapsed that morning, so we'd all to say our goodbyes. And I went
Okay.
in to see him. We were all frail and pale. I was scared because I'd only seen him the week before, and he'd been fit as fiddle. And he said to me, Peter, he said, it's the right time. I don't ever want to be a burden to the people I love.
Okay.
Was that the last time you saw him?
Nope. 3 days later, we were back home. He lived with us for 9 miserable years.
That turned on a dime for him.
He fed with a rubber spoon. He had a commode, so he'd just take a shit right there in the lounge while we were watching football.
Oh,
He wouldn't
okay, I
even
got the
wait
sensor.
till half time.
That sounds...
Oh, it was awful. Awful for us, and this is the point.
Kelly would be livid at the drama right now.
Awful for him.
Yeah, oh yeah.
They could see it was destroying me, man, watching him slowly fade.
Look at that face right there. That face is how Kelly would feel.
To turn off
Yep.
his breathing equipment at night, but she couldn't, or she wouldn't. It were a crime, you see.
She said he wanted to pull the plug on his grandfather who lived for 9 extra years.
No families
Yeah.
have to suffer like Peter's.
This guy's terrible.
And now no family
know.
will have to. The health service is today opening the first of 300 new transition centres. The transition centres will handle everything for your last days. The legal, financial, medical and emotional costs are all catered for and paid for by the government. So
Okay, there you go.
even the poorest citizen gets to pass
Yeah,
on
but who gets to decide who goes there?
when they choose.
Th- So we just read The Devil recently, and this reminds me of like at a certain age they send people to like away, and by away they made it sound like it's some sort of retirement. And I'm pretty sure they just like grind them into pulp and throw them away.
Yeah, they use
Hey,
them for
man,
fertilizer. That was
What is
explicitly written into
Oh,
the
I get.
book.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
dang it! He just swore a bunch.
I don't know, I think it's from my asshole. Still on the air. Yes, sorry, my apologies.
I was gonna say Soylent Green is people.
Are you not worried that this new system might be open to abuse?
In what way?
Whenever the lightning strikes, it shocks him.
Can I get a little bit of help here, please?
That the older generation might feel somewhat.
Wow, that's a lot of swearing.
Wow.
So
Censor.
do you just hold it in, hold the button in until it's done, or?
Yeah. Or you can hit hold spacebar.
Coerced into
I can't go on that camera.
Eating gourmet food and drinking fine wine and luxury spas and gardens.
Look, I am perfectly capable of...
Oh, that's a lot of swears. Dang it.
That was good.
Go get yourself sorted out.
A lot of swears.
We're launching a government information portal tonight. It should tell your viewers everything they need to know.
You really do move at a breathless pace. It's hard to believe you've yet to be in office a year.
Oh, Megan, we're only getting started.
And on that note, thank you both so much for being here. Jeremy.
I can't go to Jeremy.
Yes,
There you go.
that's all we have time for tonight. Thank yous go out to our guests. Congratulations to all the winners at the Sports Board Final. And we'll see you tomorrow night at the same time. My name's Jeremy Donaldson. If you can, have a peaceful night.
Oh, commercial.
Good job, everybody. So good.
And I got struck by lightning in the story.
I don't suppose there's any way this could be.
Okay.
Nice.
I thought maybe you hit
That's
that button
fine,
again.
Let me transition
No.
the moment I start the link.
So that's kind of where the game at this point leaves you. It gives you a rating. EAE, I got a D. So it kind of averages out per sequence. You get money that, you know, it kind of tells you, oh, you're not making a lot of money. And your choices, your morality choices via the text adventure will kind of give you little bits and pieces of like what to go next, like how much money you can make. Oh yeah, the government is cracking down on passports, and then your brother-in-law comes and asks you, can I borrow your passport? And you have to click yes or no and kind of feed into this little narrative. On top of that, you can kind of see here they have an archive of the broadcast that you have as the player created. Rushes, and like these are like the little mini interstitials and the ads. So for instance, here I can load a tape. So I pick the election.
In a few moments, we'll be going live to tonight's
And this is like the
National
introduction,
Nightly
and
News.
I can
But
fast
before
forward.
That, let's take a look at what's
So
coming up
this
later
is
on
like the
tonight
final
on Channel
video
1.
of what you
At 7
produced
o'clock.
for that instance.
This is the Arona cut.
Yep.
That's good. That's really
Yeah.
good. That's
Because-
a perfect addition for something like this.
Yeah, so it's like kind of hard to like follow everything, especially when you're like focusing on the boards. So here's the ad. And I kind of want to see if I can get to the election just so I can see where that guy was just constantly swearing. Does it go any further? Or is it the end of it? Weird. Or is that the end of that one? So, yep, you get like a lot of these different pieces that you can take a look at if you want to rewatch some of the footage. And again, the rushes, if you want to see some of the... Okay, so actually this is if you want to break it out into further. Here's Sports Board. Let's see here. This is actually pretty good because this guy wants to... He's a conspiracy kind of theorist. And you're just constantly arguing with him about like how not everything is the worst. And so you can load up, but his things are always so extreme. It's like, yep, we're all gonna get destroyed by robots, and
these aren't my cards. Please tell me.
and
these
you can
aren't
like
my
mute
cards.
different
No,
sections.
they're the right ones, apparently. Oh, but this gives me nothing, Jenny. They must see that.
Oh no, I think they think you won't have anything to say.
Oh, for God's sake, come
And
on.
So is this actually interactive? Like you're playing this right now?
I'm not playing it, but it's more about the fact you want to be able to see.
You're on thin bloody ice, Rob.
If you want to see what was happening in the camera when you were like
Holy
changing screens.
Okay.
You can kind
We're
of.
coming back from the break.
to the Shotbot films. I'm very excited to be joined today by none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, see, so you get like the pieces here
May
and
I
there.
say having you here with us is among ours.
Bless you.
So you've just finished
See,
filming
up top, the guy
latest
left, so I can
movie, which is
keep
called
the audio if I like
The
in case he's like,
medicated,
mad about
yes.
something.
Wow, what was
Or
that
I
like?
can like hear him talking to somebody off the side or something like that.
The rat. That's.
So that's what's cool. You can watch. You can just watch the
He's a
sports
wonderful
board
chap. He really is.
segment if you want to see
worked with
everything
him
that
on
was
several
happening
movies, all
and without
terribly
having to go back and forth with all the cameras and all the screens. And then you gotta continue on with your like text adventure pieces, and they now since we played this a while ago. Now they've actually added challenge rooms.
Fancy.
Music modes, challenge modes. There's even a. I found a telethon mode where it's just ongoing constantly.
Oh no.
Yeah, so they really kind of want to give you the full breadth of what's going on, and of course they've just added a documentary on the making of the game. Currently, I haven't seen a release date yet, but this is still in early access. So I kind of wanted to share this with you guys. I hope you like what you saw. I love sports board. It makes me laugh a lot.
I enjoyed this when we played it on the podcast, and it seems like they're continuing to flesh it out. So that's nice to see.
There's new chapters, new scenes, because before it would end after that scene. Now they've added a bunch more after. So the thunderstorm was the last one when we played, and now it continued on with the story. So that is not for broadcast. GG Getty.
Sports board, Alex.
Sports board. GG Joel.
Good game.
Check out Not for Broadcast.
Oh, Megan. We're only getting started.
For more content like this, check out Super GG Radio on all podcast services for weekly conversations about betas, demos, news, and clearing out our backlog. You can also find us on twitch.tv/SuperGGRadio and like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you there!